application folder, then check where's my Photoshop. Yes, now come to the Adobe Photoshop CC 2017. Double click on that. As soon as I double click on that, it will open the new document, this screen. So click on the new. You can see, click on the new. Once if you click on the new, and then you can see custom to 7x5" 300 ppi or 16x12 centimeter 200 resolution, and then one is the default Photoshop size, which is 16x12 centimeter. So I'm going to choose the custom 7x5" 300 ppi PCM. Yeah. So once if that's been selected, you can see outlines blue line around that thing, and then now you can see the sizes required on the site, which is 7" in width, height 5" and 300 resolution pixel per centimeter, right? And then color RGB, and 8-bit document, and 8-bit, sorry, and white background. Okay, click. Okay, once if I click create, it will open the blank document, and then I'm going to select the pen tool from the toolbar, which is that menu, and all under the toolbar you can see small triangle along with these tools. So hold your mouse, left mouse, and then one left click. Then we'll show you the options of the pen tools on the sidebar, which is all these. So I need the one on the top, which is the pen tool. Typically says pen tool. Another one says freeform pen tool, and add anchor point tool, delete anchor point tool, and convert point tool. So I just want the blank pen tool. When I choose the pen tool, you can see some option on the top, which is the one currently is path, and other selection is like that. So I'm not gonna touch any of these. I think once it's been all there, so I'm not gonna mess around with that because it's a beginner tutorial, so I'm not gonna make it too complicated anyway. So now it's a part where I'm going to start creating some shape. Today I'm going to create a triangle and then get on with that. Okay, first comes the blank document. You click, put your pen tool pointer anywhere in the document. Okay, say for example somewhere in the middle on the side, on the left side. One click, and then take your finger off on the mouse and come to the next point and make another click. Smaller straight line, so hold it straight line, yeah. And then when you click on the second point, mouse, and then take your finger off on the mouse and then come to the third point. You don't need to hold the mouse at this time. Come to the third point somewhere in the middle of this line, an area above. Click on that, and then it's half the triangle nearly coming. So come to the starting point, mouse pointer again, click, that's it. It's create the triangle. Now it come to the fun part. Just hold Control on the Mac keyboard and then right click the mouse. And then once if you right click, you can see some option. I need to clear the make selection option. And then when you make selection, there's another box appears, then asking for feather radius 0 pixel, Do you want to go with that, or do you want to, I mean, you can put feather if you want the soft edges. But the triangle I am creating is a bit hard. Just want to make it hard. No feather at all. I don't want a soft edge triangle. So click OK. That's it. Now you can see the selection, that triangle shape is been selected. Okay. Selected. Now come to the layer palette area, and at the bottom of this you can see all the different options, but I need to select the new layer, which is one like a folding, one edge is folding kind of new. You can, the things will come on here as well. Create new layer. Click on that. You will create a blank layer. And then now, because while the selection was on, then you create a new document. The document will be created only for that selection. So which is you can see by filling some colors with inside. Okay, say for example I'm going to fill this color. Color palette, you can choose any color, but I am showing, okay, green. You come, and then now with the pen tool is active, so you need to come to the paint bucket tool, which is, you can see kind of paint bucket thing. You hold it, there's a gradient, paint bucket, and a 3 material drop tool. I need to select the paint bucket. The color, foreground color is on the green, and then you choose the paint bucket tool and come and click inside that. That's done. It's created a new triangle with that color selected. Okay, now command on the keyboard and D to deselect the selection, or you can do the same thing, deselect from here. If the selection is active, it will say deselect, which is a command and D as well. So shortcut is command D. That's it, done. Now I'm going to duplicate this layer by holding command and J. You can see on the layer palette one increase. I'll go back again to show that you can notice that. Holding command and Z will deselect the last operation I did. So that's okay. Command and J to duplicate layer, or you can see, you can do that on here as well on the top, but this shortcut is command and J. Command J to select layer. Now go back to that selection, this thing. And now, because of the layers being new layers created, but it's saying you can see only one triangle because that's setting exactly about the same, about the layer at the bottom. So you can't see because it's in one triangle, but there's a two, which is you can left click and hold the mouse and drag it. Now you see, that's done. Yeah. Okay. So that's done. Now, because it's active layers, that duplicated layer that we created. If you come to this layer, the bottom layer, the very first layer, bring it down by touching the tip. Now I'm going to create another layer by holding command J and create another layer. It's the same thing happen. It's sitting right above the thing, so it looks like one, but there's the two. See, you can see. Now this layer I want to do some different thing, which is okay. That layer is active, the middle layer, which is we created the duplicate layer of the bottom. So that layer. Now command and T will create a transform tool. Command and T. Press command and T will create that. Now if you click on that corner, any area, and drag your mouse, move around the mouse, will change the shape of this. Now I want to click on the corner of this triangle selection, which is the transform tool, and hold shift key to make the changes proportionate. So hold shift and drag inside. That will create the triangle to smaller shape. So now, because I'm trying to put it right above it, so just to make some interesting pattern. Okay, now go back to the top layer, and that's done. So when that size comes, double click inside the triangle, that will deselect the transform. Now come to the top layer. Leave that top layer. Hold on the middle layer, which is the smaller one. I need to put it on the top. So click on the active and while holding the mouse left and then take it. Okay, to see, yeah, that's layer. So it's still there. Or either click on that and bring it in between the first and leave your mouse. You will put the layer on the top. Now that's gone to that thing on the top, small layer. Now I need to select the middle one, do the same thing. Command transform. Notice there's from the thing, so on the bottom layer. So the middle layer is that, which is I need to put it above it. Okay, now I can see the middle layer. Now Command T and try that transform tool, click Shift and drag it inside. Now I need to fit this triangle in between that in perfect position. Okay, roughly nearly same. So now three kind of shapes I created with the three triangles with the different sizes by using transform tool. If you are not how to use the transform tool, I will create a tutorial shortly and then you can use that. Now you see like a kind of tree shape. Maybe if you want to make a small changes to the top layer to make it even smaller, which is you can do that. Command transform and then make it a bit smaller by holding shift. That's it. Leave some space on the top. Will look even more nicer. Okay, even a little bit smaller. That's it. Now it's kind of tree shape. That's fine. Okay, now come to the bottom layer, which is the white background layer. Is on lock. You can't do much changes on it while the layers been locked. So what you need to do is double click on that layer. It will create new layer, that zero thing and all that. If you click OK, it will unlock the layer. Now, so first of all, change the color. But kind of browny color to make a kind of. Okay, come to the paint bucket. I need to fill with that color as I select on the foreground. It's not very contrast, so I just need to change something to blue to see what's happening. Or maybe red, pure, dark, red, see how it goes. Okay, something is kind of more bright, so just need to change the color to change, which is that's nice. That's quite nice, I guess. Now, if you see it's kind of one side is a bit less space and one side more. So what I need to do is, first of all, I need to select this layer together, put as a group, one layer. How do I do it? Click on the top layer, hold the shift key on the Mac keyboard, which is with the shift key, and come to the bottom layer and click let mouse. Will group those three layers being selected. Now come to the image area, not image, layer area, and then click merge layer, which can be done with the Command and E as well. Which is showing this way, so you can use a shortcut, which is hold Command and E on the keyboard will do the same job. Click on that. That's done. It's come as one layer. Now I can move that layer anywhere I like. So if I want to see the exact space in this kind of card, okay? Let's say for example I'm creating a card. Okay, I want to see exact thing. So how do you check it space exactly how many inches between the edge of this triangle? Come to the view. And then when you click on the view, will drop down, you can see all these options. Come to the show thing. When you hold the mouse on the show, it will open the option on the side. There's a grid. Can you see grid? which is command and that sign on the keyboard as well you can do. I'm showing this way to make it understand more clearly. Okay, grid, select on the grid. Now you see, can you see that? Okay, come to that mouse because I want to move that mouse. Okay, make it a bit bigger by using zoom. Now roughly you can see if you use a ruler as well, by using that ruler you can see the measurement roughly 0 to about 17.5-inch side. So if it is 17.5, nearly 18 inch, say for example, you should be on the 9-inch if it is exactly. So the 17.5, okay, it can be between that. Now if you take the grid again, make it smaller, it's roughly about same size. So we did create some interesting pattern using a pen tool, very simple. And then this is a beginner's tutorial, so I didn't make too complicated. So some interesting, you can use it for your card, or you can use it for something writing. You can put letters and everything. Watch my other tutorial later on, because I'm going to start putting other tutorial as well. So watch my other tutorial for more details, how to create interesting pattern, how to do other things in the Photoshop. So I will start putting all the tutorial shortly. So for today is time being is enough today. I create some interesting pattern, which is one more thing I can do last before I go. Okay, while this pattern is selected, while this layer, active layer, is selected, you come to the FX. Click on the FX on the layer palette area, which is FX. If you click on the click FX, there's a list of options. You can see drop shadow. Can you see drop shadow? Click on that. And I'm going to create some drop shadow effect to make it kind of 3D or more interesting look. Okay, now you can see when the drop shadow is creating a shadow at the bottom. See, can you see that? Now I want to change the shadow to the ankle, or maybe that's kind, or right above the thing. Now make a shadow, because if you put the distance higher, you can see where the shadow is coming. Now you can reduce the distance to put the shadow right here, and then now it's a little bit spread. Again, and the size as well. When you make a size, it get a bit softer. And now play around with the setting to make it more interesting, right? Whichever effect you like. Okay, this one, and change some angle to make it on the side area. And you can reduce opacity. If you put the opacity high, it's a very harsh shadow. So if you put it 0, it will be nothing. So in between, you create some interesting effect. So we create some nice interesting pattern with the pen tool and look nice. And okay, that's it for now. And see you on my next tutorial. And if you like, please share it and subscribe to my channel. Then you can watch more video. Okay, thank you for watching my tutorial. See you next time. Bye.